Here's your Storm Track 7 forecast.
Well, good evening, Eastern Iowa. I'm Storm Track 7 meteorologist Danny Cassidy. There are a few showers and storms going on as of this taping at 6:30, and I expect those to dissipate around sunset. Not expected to be severe, but maybe you could see some heavy rain at times. And after those dissipate, we'll have low temperatures in the upper 60s and low 70s, mostly clear skies. It's going to stay muggy as it really has been all week. A light southerly wind could lead to some patchy fog, but with these clear conditions, we might be able to see the northern lights for us tonight. Now, there is the chance here in eastern Iowa. I will say there's no guarantees, of course, with the northern lights, and the best chance will be later into the overnight hours, around sunrise tomorrow. But I think no matter what, shortly after sunset, we could have that chance. So, of course, always look to the north and allow your eyes to adjust, get away from city lights, and change that exposure on your camera to get the best shot. Now, in terms of tomorrow, we're going to see temperatures on the rise a little bit more. Mid to upper 80s, going to continue to see the hazy skies due to wildfire smoke from Canada and the United States, or western United States. Good thing is it's going to stay elevated, and that actually might keep our temperatures a couple degrees cooler. We do have the chance as well some stronger storms, and it's going to stay muggy as well. So you see that alert day there. It's one of 2 alert days over the next couple of days. The chance of severe storms will be there Tuesday afternoon and evening into the overnight hours, and the second will be Wednesday afternoon and evening for dangerous heat and humidity. First, let's talk about those storm chances. We do have a level 2 out of 5 risk for a majority of really kind of the upper Midwest towards the Mississippi River Valley there, but a good chunk of eastern Iowa is under this level 2 risk. The main threats are going to be damaging wind gusts as well as heavy rain and maybe localized flash flooding. We'll be seeing a warm front move through the area, and anything riding along that warm front, we could see multiple rounds of showers and storms. We also may be able to see some large hail and maybe a tornado or two. The chance is low, but it is there. And there's going to be 2 separate rounds, I think, of storms. One during the late morning and early afternoon hours, and the second late into the overnight hours, probably after midnight or so into early Wednesday. Let's map that out for you here on Future Track. So, as I mentioned, showers and isolated storms in our northern and eastern areas. That should wrap up around sunset. Again, we'll have clear skies for us tonight, so northern lights. The clouds will clear. Just again, whether we'll be able to see the lights or not. As we go through the overnight hours, you'll see some shower and storm activity off to our west. And depending on where these storms line up, it could be a little bit farther south and west in central Iowa, or maybe a little bit farther east in eastern Iowa. Basically saying the farther south and west you live in the viewing area, so areas south of I-80 or kind of Benton County, Tama County, Grundy County, Blackhawk County, kind of this area right here probably is the best chance of seeing storms no matter what during the day tomorrow. So you'll notice those storms trek through the work and could see some heavy rain with this, as well as damaging wind gusts as the primary threats. That'll move through the afternoon hours, and you notice by the work commute from home, or I should say from work to home, it'll clear out and we'll have a little bit of a break. Then we could see some redevelopment of showers and storms. Maybe some light showers passing our region, but we could see some redevelopment past midnight. Now we're noticing kind of from west to east this start to move through. Now if this pans out, this is kind of riding the warm front. This is where we could see some flash flooding early Wednesday morning. Could be a little bit of a wet morning commute. This will move through the area, and then Wednesday afternoon, there will be a little bit of a break. As that break continues, if we see this month's sunshine, it is going to be hot and very humid during the day on Wednesday. Now, currently, we only have a level 1 risk throughout eastern Iowa for severe weather with a level 2 off to our west. The main reason for this is because the timing of this would be after sunset and we lose some of its energy. However, I do think this is going to be stretched farther south than east. I wouldn't be shocked, at least, during the day tomorrow when the next update comes through, because it's been kind of consistent for the past few days that a system will move through and still bring us a good chance of showers and storms that could be severe. Main threats with this, once again, I think would be gusty winds, damaging winds, as well as heavy rain. Of course, we'll keep you posted if that does change. That mugginess, that humidity is going to be here, especially tomorrow and Wednesday, where Wednesday we could get close to the upper 70s and maybe even 80 degrees in some spots. After Wednesday, a weak cold front will move through. Kind of ahead of that front is where that storm system will set up for Wednesday evening, and we'll continue to see dew points a little bit on the decline, but still going to be muggy in the low to mid 70s through at least Saturday. And with that, our forecast heat index is going to be on the rise. Tuesday will be in the mid to upper 90s. But again, if we do see storms during the day, this could put a damper on some of that. Wednesday, though, if we do see that initial storm and some clearing, we could very easily reach 105 degrees in some spots. And then after that, we will cool down relatively speaking, but still going to be hot and muggy in the mid to upper 90s through the weekend, but it will be dry starting Saturday into early next week. So your city-by-city forecast for Waterloo, Dubuque, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City. The storm chances through the next few days might linger into the day on Friday, but it's going to be very isolated. I think much of the area and much of the day will be dry Friday. For this weekend for Irish Fest, like every Irish Fest in early August, it's going to be hot and it's going to be muggy. Temperatures in the upper 80s and potentially low 90s. Then into next week for the first full week of August, we'll see hot conditions to start, and then possibly, still a few days out, but possibly a little bit cooler, a little bit more seasonal conditions in the low to mid 80s with some storm chances late next week.